Maybe you just want something very good for you that you can eat day in, day out. Maybe it's something that's attached to your fitness goals. Or maybe it's something very easy to meal prep that tastes really good and you can take it to work every day in a very versatile way. You can have it on salad, you can have it on rice, you can have it in any certain way, even in a burrito form. And it still doesn't hit you as hard as something deep fried. Well, that's what we're going to work on today. Chipotle is known to be an amazing staple in American fast food. And I don't know that we can attach to fast food, but maybe we can. Chipotle can be made very well at home. This is a recipe based on Chipotle's chicken rice bowls, and it can be applied to a salad, it can be applied to a burrito. It's a very versatile dish. It's very easy to make, and you can meal prep it for yourself for the week, and you can have it every day for lunch or dinner, whatever you want. And it's super simple to make. It's not hard at all. So that's what we're gonna make today. I hope you enjoy. So we're gonna make some Chipotle chicken in a rice bowl and in the form of a salad as well, which is gonna be in possibly the next video. So stay tuned.
All right, so we're going to start off with our marinade, which starts with 1 white onion that I have cubed, 4 cloves of garlic. Then we're going to add in a tablespoon of smoked paprika, and then a tablespoon of chipotle powder here. And then about the same for some Mexican oregano. You can use regular oregano, it's perfectly fine. The juice of 1 lime, and some chilies and adobo sauce. These are Chipotle chilies in adobo sauce, by the way. You can find these at the grocery store. I use 2 in my recipe, but you don't have to use 2. If you want to just use 1, go for it. And then I'll always add some salt and pepper to this as well. And then I just drop it in the blender, run it on high. And what we're really looking for here is a nice thick consistency. And we're going to coat the chicken in this. And you can see here, it's pretty thick. And so I'm going to go ahead and get a bowl, drop in all my chickens, and these are my chicken thighs, not my chickens, but my chicken thighs here. And then I'm going to coat them with this marinade, and then I let this sit overnight. But you can make it as fast as you want. It's your recipe. Feel free to do so.
Okay, so the grill is going, so I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping in my chicken here. So this is chicken that I prepped yesterday because I wanted I wanted it to marinate really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it in. All right, we'll come back to this. I'm gonna go ahead and get our corn ready, and we're gonna put the corn on. All right, so I got my chicken going here. It's been here for about 5-8 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping in our corn. Now this corn, I went ahead and took the corn and I put it into the microwave and I heated it up for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm just gonna drop it in just like this. I'm gonna roast these, I'm gonna turn them as they go, keep turning my chicken. All this is gonna be nicely cooked.
All right, to start us off, I'm chopping a bunch of cilantro here. I actually use 2 bunches, but it's up to you how much you want to use. And I also have half a white onion that I prepped that's sitting there on the side. I'm going to be using that later on in the process. But you want to go ahead and just give this a nice rough chop and set it to the side because you're going to be using it quite a bit throughout this dish. Now we're going to go ahead and go through some tomatoes. I've just got 2 regular tomatoes here, and I'm going to go ahead and core them. I don't like too much of the tomato juice in this recipe, so I like to get that out if I can. So just give it a nice core. If you're going to do this, definitely be safe, be careful. Don't want to get hurt doing this. Now I'm just going to go through and start slicing these tomatoes down. Nothing too fancy, just a nice little dice. Go through each one of them here very quickly so I can add it to the recipe as we go. All right, with our tomatoes set aside now in a bowl, I'm going to go ahead and start working on this purple onion. So you want to take one huge, large, whatever you want to call it, purple onion, and I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the outer skin off, and then I'm just going to start dicing this one up. All right, so this is going to be our Pico de Gallo. So I'm adding the cilantro and some of our diced purple onions here to the tomatoes that we diced earlier. Then I'm going to go ahead and jump in with one lime. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze that lime in there, just one small lime, and give it a good mix. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make the cilantro lime rice here. So I'm going to add in about 2 handfuls of our pre-chopped cilantro, and then I'm going to add in the juice of half of a lime here. And try not to drop it into the bowl like I did just now. All right, so after that, I'm going to add in some garlic powder. You've probably seen me do this in a previous video. I like to add this to my cilantro rice, and just be real careful because you don't want to add too much too quickly. You just want to be real careful with the garlic powder because it'll clump up if you add too much at one time. And then I add in a drizzle of some avocado oil here, and I give it a quick mix. All right, now we're going to make our crema topping, which is just about a 1/4 cup of crema. You can see here, you can get this at your local grocery store or Mexican market, and about 2 handfuls of chopped cilantro. Now, I like to work with this just slowly to make sure it's got a nice little creamy consistency overall. It's not too thick. It's got the right amount of cilantro in it. So I just look at it, and then I'll decide if I want to add some oil, which I usually do. I'll add some avocado oil here, just about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half before we start making our salad dressing. All right, that's starting to look good. So we'll move on to the salad dressing. And for our salad dressing, it starts with 2 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of honey, a small handful of cilantro, about a tablespoon of oil, and then a tablespoon of crema, some salt, some pepper to taste, and then the juice of 1 lime. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix this up in the blender.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with plating our Chipotle burrito bowls in 2 different ways. One is gonna be a salad, but we're gonna start with the actual bowl with the rice. Put my rice in. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my corn, now my black beans. We don't have Chipotle here telling us what we can and can't do for extra money for double meat, so our portions are up to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding that in. I dropped one. Gonna go ahead and put it in. Add in the now I'm gonna add in the Pico de Gallo just over the top. Next, I'm gonna add in some guacamole, and finally our creme fraiche with the cilantro. And there you have it. That's our burrito bowl. Very easy to make. This is a great meal prep option for you. So we'll go ahead and go to our salad now. For the salad, we're gonna go ahead and start with a bowl of greens. So these are mixed greens. And I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in the corn. And I just wanna sprinkle the corn around the edges so it's all nice and evenly distributed. Then I'm gonna do the same with the black beans. Gonna add in some Pico de Gallo. All right, now I'm gonna add in the meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in the meat, just sprinkling it around the bowl, nice and distributed. There we are. Finally, I'm gonna top it off with our sauce that we just made. This is a dressing that we came up with. There it is. Healthy salad, very good for you, good meal prep if you want to cut on your carbs. This is it. All right, so we have number 1, that's a burrito bowl. Let's see how this tastes. Very good. The crema with the chicken, everything else. Oh, that was amazing. That was good. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try the salad. I don't typically get a salad at Chipotle. Chipotle is typically healthy depending on what you choose, of course, at Chipotle, but let me go ahead and try the salad. There it is. Let's see what this is all about. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. That's a good salad. You know, the thing is, typically, when people try to make a healthy salad with a dressing, they overload it with sugar, so it's not that healthy. This one only has a little bit of honey in it, so it's all good. It's still healthy. And yeah, I can see this being filling. Yeah. This is a good one. I'll take it. I'm going to take another bite out of this burrito bowl because I love rice and I love burritos, and unfortunately I don't have my my tortilla, but I'm still going to do it. God damn! This is good. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you'd like to see. Like, maybe if you have a recipe that you would like to see happen, let's do it. So, all right. I'm going to have a little bit more on this.